Hello everybody, Piggy2 here, in the 4th episode of the Command Block tutorial series. Today we're going to talk about the execute command, and I accidentally created parkour apparently. So it's talking about all execute command, they're like, why, it's just one command. It's going to be quick. No, it's not. There's 12 arguments that have, parts of it, subcommands really, that have arguments within them. And the execute command can also run any other command in the game. Yes, it's very powerful. And that's the second most important command to learn. Most important would be Scoreboard. If you look at it coding way, it's kind of just the controlling ones, I guess, like the if statements and stuff like that in coding, but if you actually code, Scoreboard would be like the integers, or the values. But let's get right into it. So I'm going to segment this because I have so much. Create an area for all 12 of them. First step's align. Now align will basically just align your command to be in a axis. So let's say I'm on this block, but I want, let's say I'm on this block, yeah, and I want to spawn a cow. And I summon a cow. Now, it's inside of me when I summon it, and it's kind of hard to, get out of these blocks. So whenever you try to, even if you try to give it, the actual coordinates, the location, so, negative, now, of course, you can just do negative 17, 4, negative 131. Well, actually, that might have worked, I'm not sure. But, you have to just do it by summoning its a line. To do a line, you need to execute. And oh my god, Minecraft live stream music's so loud. A line. And now here's the thing. So each one of these X, Y, and Z, any part of them you could do. So if you want to, X and Y, you put on the X and Y axis for the run. We'll check out later. Summon cow. Now the cow is summoned on that line right there, instead of in the middle of the block. The line. So what if I just want it on the... That put it in the corner. What if I just want it on the X-axis? I put it on X. And now it just spawns on the X. But if I put it on the Z, just put only Z. And then it spawns only the Z. Apparently it's a bit more. I'm pretty sure it goes north and west again, as usual. So if you're wondering how this all works, the thing, so you can do any type of 3 letters, X, Y, and Z, any pattern of them, whichever one you want to use. So if I want to just put it on Z, line Z, run, summon, cow. I need to put on Z. Actually, I did that one. I meant Y. I think the Y would go up one. Not just stays on the ground. I don't know what the Y's for then. If you're floating. Go put on the actual Y block. I think I'm floating a bit above, I think, maybe. Sure. So it's just something inside of me. But if you want it to be any combination, it just puts on the axis of the block. So make the command basically occur on the axes of the block instead of in the center of the block you're on, or the exact location you're at. Or the exact location you have an entity at. Now, any of these you can actually combine in a row, as you can see, because I'm using a line and run. So now if I want an X, Y, and Z, you can do that for me also. Basically, this is to align the command to happen on one of these axes. It's there, in the corner, anywhere really. So it can happen in a better location. That's basically what a line does. It helps just trying to get your command to go in the exact location that you want it to. Okay, next up we have the Incurred command. Basically changes the position that it's looking at between the feet and the eyes. Now, I honestly don't know what this command does that well. So Incurred. See what Incurred. Eyes or feet, which one we want to choose. Let's go with eyes. To be honest, the only thing I can think of is facing, really. So facing entity. No. Execute. Yeah. Basically, it's kind of how you have to use with other commands. Not really one that's going to go solo. It just basically changes the position of what you want to be facing at, basically. or like where it wants the block value to be, the location, how to get the eyes, the feet, the player. So the feet, of course, would be the block. The eyes would be the top. Honestly, I think I've ever used this in my life. I haven't used the line either, but change between eyes and feet. Change the position of eyes and feet. That's basically all I gotta do with it. So it's basically useful for that spacing command, I would say. I quickly forgot to mention this, but in the Incurred, when I say facing command, I mean the facing sub command or execute. Now next up is as. This is one that's I use in almost any execute command I have. Why? Well, it execute the command as such entity. Now, it doesn't actually change that much, I don't believe, so if I execute it as at E, and so you learned about these things, the type equals cow, summon, run, summon cow. Now, as you can tell, summon a whole lot of cows, but still at the location the command was executing at, but did it as all cows. So imagine like if every single cow ran that command as themselves, but it won't do it at the most, it'll do it at the location of the command. That's just useful for like finding out what entity you want. So if you want the cows, like as any cow. Now there's more cows and I'm gonna take damage. Now there's too many cows, I'm gonna kill them all. Can I get an F for the cows? You know what? They're fine. Who cares? There's not enough cows here. So this is actually one of the more useful ones, I would say. This is one that used like second or third most. Only next to run. Run's probably the most useful because you're actually using it in every single execute command, pretty sure. I think you're supposed to at least. Maybe you might not have to. But still the most useful one. But as is really useful. Mainly you would use it for you want to find it, and then you want to something else like at, which will change the location of it actually. At S, which basically just means any entity that was used before, you'll do that. Like, if you want it at any location that has a cow at it, if there's a cow, you'll run it as any cow. And then, since at S is things that were used in the command before it, basically, it's like the same entity you used before. You use it to, like, put it as at S, or if the entity at S. Now, probably a little bit confusing, so not explaining that as good. But basically, this is a really useful part of the execute command. Use it in almost any command. Definitely one that you gotta know. It's not that hard to use. And next up, and we have at the at. Now, at is also a very useful one. Now, as and at, usually I use them in the same command. So I do like execute as any type equals cow, close it, at s. Basically this makes the same thing, the same targets types before, and then like run a command. Run set block below it. Wait, where the location is, or actually it's this -1, one block below. Lime bed. Not the lime bed. Yeah, so basically this will, same thing that it does with the as, for 100% this time, it will actually change the location to it. I mean, it's the same thing as, but like, it will change the location of where the command is run to the location of the entity you give it to. So what you saw there, let's put out its location of every cow. And spawn a bed underneath it, which is actually it's a 1-block mattress. It's not a really useful command if you want to like run it as some entity instead of either yourself with the command block. It gives it more options of where to run stuff. Which actually, in the next video we'll talk about it, armor stands probably, and how they can be used along with these commands. They're one of the most useful things in the game. No joke. ampersands are actually useful. Trust me. Okay, so slash facing is a kind of a detect command. I don't know much use for this one, but it's probably actually really useful and there's something about it. Basically, it'll run the command as if you're facing either the location or the entity. Now I can see this being used maybe if you're you're checking to see if an entity is facing something. And it's just kind of easier to run a command as if they are facing that thing. So like if a cow is facing a slime, or that cow's facing me. And then you can check to see if that is, and if you want to use it as a data, and you can just run a command to make it face that. I mean, you could just easily use scoreboards, so I don't see why you do that, but I guess you could. Try to just do execute facing entity. As if I was facing, let's see, Eddie, type equals cow. So this is run the command as if I was facing the cow's feet. No, I don't really do with this, really. If still run a command, it just doesn't do much. You can just run any command for that. And really, hey, it made it look like I was facing at every single cow. Huh. Basically, I don't think much use for this command, really. So, I won't use it that much unless you actually know how to use it correctly. For me, I can use scoreboards. So, next up we have in. Now, and you're like, wait, what? Now don't worry, this is actually it's not regular in something. It's more of, I would describe it as in dimension. So, execute in which dimension it is. It's the only options you really have. So if you want to execute it in the, so you want to execute this in the end instead of the overworld. Run, kill. E. Huh, it still killed all of me. Dang it. Darn, it seems that the cows are now dead, huh? Whoopsie. Basically, let's turn a different dimension. You want it in. So here you can, well, the end's not loaded, so I would kill the end in there, but it probably wouldn't work. Basically, just change the command in the case, like, you're going to the nether for some reason in your game, or whatever. You can change it so it will execute it at the nether instead of at the overworld. Now, positioned, it's another one. You slash execute position. So, you can just really, oh, I thought I was going to tell you what it needed to do. Positioned, and then what position it might be at, for example. You can execute position, mainly. I'm pretty sure it's like the basic one it would execute as if you're positioned there. Or position it like at an entity. Yeah. So basically use those coordinates as the given position. So for the command. So like you'll actually change its current position, even if it is still like 100 blocks away from that spot that you give it to. It will pretend like its current position is now over there instead of where it actually is. So this command you can use it for like, I think a lot of these commands, let me take a couple commands with it. As, well actually not everything, I can just summon something. Summon sheep. Now, positioned as at E type equals sheep. And then you can probably start like, and it will actually position myself as is at my current position at the sheep. So then you can just like run. That's how I actually use this command, honestly. Like if I used it along with scoreboards. I don't know why, but like you probably could. But to position my current position to be at the sheep, even if I'm not the sheep. Look at a certain block I give. Even if I'm not that block, my current position will be changed to that. This can be used, I'm gonna guess along with scoreboards, of course, to change position. I guess it could be used to change the Also, where the command is being located at, but that's about it. No, let's execute rotated. I'm going on, so I tried using this before, and I cannot understand it. It's supposed to, like, only run if the executor is rotated in the same direction as something wants. But, if I make, let's see, pig, actually, pig would actually die. Let's summon a cow. Now, of course, this will change the rotation. But it will, guess you can, like, run it as if I was rotated as the cow, so, execute. Rotated. As any type was cow. I'm sure like rotated as the cat. Now of course that's nothing, it's nothing like really using. It's supposed to execute only if, but like the command thing I'm using, because I don't really know the command as well, so like confusing. It's telling me that both that it executes it so the executor is rotated either in the given direction the same as the target entity is facing, but it says it changes the command rotation. So I'm gonna be honest, sounds just to me like just use other execute things. I mean, if you're getting like really specific about rotation stuff, like maybe if you want to like if it's rotated towards an object, you want to do something, then yeah. But like, it's just what? It's just that like it never works. Like I've tried it so many times before. I'm trying to make it check if I'm rotated something, and it won't work. Honestly, you shouldn't even really use rotated because I'm pretty sure it's a target selector for this also. Yeah. And nice there's a target selector for this. Might be like the DX or DY one, actually. Basically just supposed to do that. I've never seen it actually its actual function, but that's what it's supposed to do. Execute store is useful but useless at the same time. Basically it will store if a command was successful or not. Now basically all of the options of that it can like, I don't know, I guess, well like set a 0 or 1 or something, or we could change something based on the fact that this thing was successful. You can do the same thing with the run command. Like, you can just hit successful, it will be the run command at the end. So, of course, maybe like not all commands will actually do that, so I'm pretty sure there's some of them that might not do it actually. So I see a store actually being used in a couple ways for like as and ats. I guess sometimes they'll be successful even if they don't find anything. I probably actually wouldn't. But basically you can store data that you got from it, like execute. I'm gonna use them quickly if entity paste store success. Now there's two things here, result and success. Result will either put a 0 or 1 setting on the result. If it was successful, it'll put a 1. If it was not successful, it would put a 0. Success will let us track how many successes it had. Usually that's 0 or 1 also. Well, actually the result just returns the result of the command. Success will actually do 0 or 1. Now of course it can be more than 1 in some cases. Oh, I just did something wrong. But I can see like using it. So the main thing would be like changing the NBT of stuff, which is more advanced. But for something that maybe like now, scoreboards, which I'll talk about next episode. You can like change the score of a scoreboard using this. But you can do the same thing by using just run scoreboard. So I don't really see much of a purpose for this. But there are some cases where it will actually do it better. Like if it's a different type of command, like for tracking a player, how many players are online? I forget the exact command, but like if entity at fee, I think store. I'm not sure which one it is, but I don't use store that much either. I honestly don't think it's that useful. You can do almost anything that you do with store with any command, other command using in run. So I won't focus on it too much, especially now. I'll give you the 5 basic commands that you should probably, some commands you probably should know about execute that I use a lot. So I'll let you know that at the end. Next is if. It's one of the ones I use a lot, just to let you know already. Now if will basically tell you we'll only run the command if an entity, score, block, whatever it is you select actually exists. So execute if, let's say entity add a type equals sheep kill, unless it is a sheep, guardian, run, kill, 2. Now it didn't kill me because there's no guardian exist. But if I summon a guardian and then I run the command again, it'll kill me because the guardian actually exists. So basically, I'll just check if that thing exists. And I'm like, that sounds useless. It's actually not. I use this a lot. By guardian. I used to actually know those. It has to be used with scores, blocks. So if like a block or blocks exist. Now, this is when they changed the 1.32 commands. There used to be a command like check blocks. This is basically the new part of it. So if you want to check if blocks exist or not, this will be a new one. So you can put like a set that. So if you want to check if blocks, and you want to see if like location of blocks. So if I put it here, here, and the end would be 4 above me. I don't know what it's doing now, but end destination. Okay, I haven't used this in a long time. Oh, at all, so I don't know. Pop if block, and if you check if this block is air, kill, run, kill me. And this block was air, it killed me. Now if it was some reason not air, like let's see, let's make the what's one in front of me positive X. So why not auto jump on? Auto jump, bad. Auto jump is bad. And if I do the same thing, but I put it one in front of me on the X, it won't kill me because this is not air. But now that it is air, it will kill me. I find this command really useful for checking if a block or some other type exists or not. It also scores. So I use it a lot. So in case you're using like a timer, using a scoreboard, you can check that score. I'll go into more on that in the scoreboard episode though. But if, definitely useful command. Now, unless it's like the opposite of this. If this one is saying, if this does exist, don't do it. But if it doesn't exist, you're good. So let's say that guardian exists. Now, so what we did earlier with the if entity guard. Now instead of if, we're going to do unless. Now, since it does exist, it won't kill me. But if I say kill guardian, oh, no. I don't know what I'm doing. It's like I forgot how to do commands there for a sec. It's not how commands work. Oh, wait, what? Is it hacking? Guardian, you hacking. Guardian. I think it's left. Probably it's like a left, no. None of the Guardian doesn't exist. I don't know why it doesn't exist. Probably like ran off and decided to despawn itself. Something. It's like left the area. Now, all these if and unless probably sound useful less, but like when you get into actual doing more strings of commands, which I'll probably do later on, show more, you'll actually find out. So, exit command is definitely one of the more useful commands, and unless it's definitely one I use a lot. Now, lastly, we have run, which you've seen me use in every single thing. This will basically run any other command as a result. So, like you can take any of these other commands that will like go check something. So, if you want to do it like at, so if you want to execute at pig, you'll then run a command at that location. This can basically run any command, like execute if. I forgot entity 2, and then run. I can run any command in the game. So run is really useful for like the resulting command. Like, oh, so since this does exist, let's run this, or like do this as a result. Now I'm probably gonna show a couple of more advanced stuff off now. And we can like make a basic system of stuff now. So now we know execute command, we can check for more stuff. So for example, if I want to check, so then repeat, always active. Do execute. If, well actually first we're gonna want to do it as me at s. If block relative location, my block below is white concrete. Are you not game? Run. Whoa. Well, I forgot to say. Whoa. Nice white concrete. Whoa. Here, that works. Now, see that I'm not on white concrete, it won't say whoa, but if I go on white concrete, it has to say whoa. Of course, it says it as me, because I know that's getting executed at, so. Here. Show it again. Oh. So yeah, I can basically execute if anything, basically. Now, let's say I don't like white concrete and want to change to like sit block. The one block below me, -1. Lime concrete. Now it will change the white concrete to lime concrete. See? So if I'm not white concrete, it won't change it. So execute command has a lot of stuff you can do with it. Like there's a lot of stuff. Now, I'll have like a couple more examples with other things. Let's do another one. So execute. So let's first summon some animal. / summon let's go with the chicken. So a chicken. So let's execute as at e type equals chicken unless entity at s run. There's no now if I like wait, that makes no sense. But basically when it's not running command, like wait, if I like it's not running command. If it's not running command, I've had it's on needs myself, that's why. But because the chicken exists, it won't run the command. Now if I kill said chicken, it says it doesn't want to work. It's like, you know what, today I'm just gonna take a break. Hello? Apparently my command block's on a break today. No, huh, okay, command block can stop. Okay. This command block's being a bully. I don't know why. Other command block works though. Now let's say we want to do it unless there's a chicken. Unless entity at a type equals chicken. Chest minecart. Then I can run it. So basically, now there's no chicken, I can go on this, it'll work. But if I have a chicken, I don't know why I got chicken spawn egg. Has a chicken, it won't do it. Now if I get a sword, now if I slash kill type equals chicken, it can now access the blocks. Once again, if I put chickens, not gonna do it. It's kind of like a few examples I can think of quickly of how to use execute command on the 5 most important ones. If you couldn't tell, they would be, for my opinion at least, as, at, if, unless, and run. Those are the 5 ones that I use a lot, and I ever use execute command. So that's a pretty simple rundown of how the execute command works and what it can do. I hope you enjoyed. The next episode should either be more on, next episode should be on scoreboards. I'm not sure if it's quite ready, but I'll probably do basic scoreboard stuff. So, but the last one's definitely going to be two-parter, because there's a lot to talk about in scoreboards. And the following episode will probably be a couple of things you can do with that, and like showing how to use those commands together. And after that, we're probably gonna make a project, a command block project together, showing you how to make a basic command block project. Until then, I'll see you next time.